Hey guys, I was going to do a video specifically on sage, but this place is out of control over here. This is my south side of the house, and this is considered my zone 1. And the only thing we got in here, and it is just not doing as good as I would like, is we got some watermelon. Sorry for the sun. We got some watermelon in here, and I don't know what else I put in here. Oh, pumpkin. Pumpkin. That's a pumpkin. That's a pumpkin. And these are watermelons. I don't know. We've grown pumpkin on here and it's done fantastic before. But anyway, I was going to go over some sage, but then I saw how crazy it is over here. So I decided to just go ahead and do just a video of what I have grown here wild and what we've planted. So of course we've planted the nettle. We have it in so many places all around this land. Nettle, of course, is fantastic for your health. It's, a superfood and one of the herbs that actually has protein. Those are all seed pods. Seeds you can eat as well. Top to bottom, you can use the nettle plant. But it is one of the most potent protection plants out there. I personally love teasel as well, but nettle is fantastic. I'm not going to touch her or show her to you, only because she bites me. That's Randy's baby, and Brooke is not about it. I'm just not about it. I am not trying to get tore up today, and I'm scared to death I'm going to get tore up just walking through here. But anyway, so this is nettle. Here is some plantain. Plantain is down there. Then we have burdock, which... oh, God, once you get it, you'll never... it's all over this land, and I just do not want this to go to seed. But you got burdock. That's a second-year burdock. It's a biannual, so it flowers in the second year. This is a first-year burdock, and there is a red clover popping up inside of that. Back here, you've got jewelweed. We have a ton of that. A ton. When I say a ton, I mean a ton. And my poor brevetes all around the land, daggone deer have gotten into them. But anyway, jewelweed. Here's elecampane. She's a beast. She's a beast. She grows through rhizomes. Same with the marshmallow that we'll get to. But she grows through rhizomes, so she pops up all over. If you can see all the yellow down through there. She's a beast. You harvest her roots. Her roots are for lung support. She's amazing. And I'm going to tell you, you try to harvest her, you try to divide those roots, and I promise you it will remain. You will have more. You will have more come up. You can't get rid of her. Once she's in, you can't get rid of her. But she's gorgeous. She's very pretty. Here's some bee balm. I have bee balm planted all over the place in case we get like that mold that comes, or something happens or anything happens with it. So I try to have it everywhere. I've got some on the other side of the house that's already in flower. She's starting to flower. I have more of her down there, but unfortunately, I think she got overtaken by the marshmallow, because this is marshmallow. This girl, I'm going to tell you what, wild, out of control wild. All over, elecampane and marshmallow galore. And this is just one place. This is just one place that I have them to. They're everywhere. Once you get them, you'll never, ever get rid of them. Here is evening primrose. This is evening primrose. Catnip. We seem to ever get rid of catnip, which is fine. I absolutely love catnip. Catnip is one of my favorite tinctures. Back in the day, they used to make catnip tea and put in baby bottles for colic, to help with colic. Now, again, not a doctor. Everything we talk about on this channel will forever be educational purposes only. So always do your research and don't do anything unless you know that you know that you know. And always talk to your doctor or a pharmacist if you're on medication, to make sure that if you're on anything that nothing interacts. We don't want anything to interact. But anyway, so here's catnip, more of the evening primrose, Valhalla. No, sir. Come here. Come on. Good boy. So this sage, this is the original reason I came out here, because I wanted to go over the sage. And I didn't realize, I didn't harvest her like I should have, and she has completely gone to seed. So I'm going to have to harvest all these seeds and harvest as much as I can to try to get another harvest, because I have sage in several different places. But sage, as you know, sage bundles, you know, protection and all that. But also medicinally, sage is fantastic for making an elixir. So elixir is half vodka and half honey. Phenomenal for throats and cough. It's an astringent, and it also is antispasmodic, so it's going to help with your cough. It's also traditionally known to help with menopause, hot flashes, because it has estrogen-like properties, but also oral health. So you can add it to a tincture to make a mouthwash, as well as a lot of people will take dry crushed sage, add it to a tooth powder for tooth whitening, which is really cool. Lord, I hope no snake is coming out here. There's another sage over there, and there's more marshmallow, more jewelweed, more catnip. The last 2 years, we just let this whole thing go. And then here's more marshmallow. You can use the leaf, you can use the root all the way down. Phenomenal, of course, as everybody knows, marshmallow is phenomenal for lung support. Stomach. It's very similar to slippery elm bark. That's all my other dogs. Sorry, I have a pack. But it's very similar to slippery elm, and slippery elm is actually endangered. So I always try to keep a pound or so. Valhalla! No, sir. Sorry, y'all. I try to keep at least a pound of slippery elm powder. Valhalla! No, sir. And sorry, y'all. And I try to keep a pound of slippery elm because it's my absolute favorite. But I do utilize marshmallows. Valhalla! Sorry, my dog just wants to keep going, and I'm trying to run. But anyway, I try to use marshmallow as much as possible for lungs. But when I'm like really sick and nauseous, or my throat is just tore up, I'm pulling out the slippery elm bark powder, and I'm making a tea out of that and adding some honey. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a tiny little tour of this side. Here's another jewelweed. There's my pahala. I just wanted to give y'all a tiny little tour because I was coming out here to check on the sage, and I wanted to show you guys some sage and talk about the benefits of sage. And I was like, oh my God, this place is completely overly grown and crazy like, but it's still beautiful to me. I love the wild. I think it's gorgeous. But anyway, so wanted to share that. Sage, again, everybody pretty much has garden sage. Make an elixir, research an elixir, research it for oral health, menopause, as well as your sore throat and cough suppressants. But anyway, all right, Grove, have a beautiful day.